Okay, well, thanks for joining us on this second video about legislation in South Carolina. In the first video, we talked about tracking legislation using the legislative website for the South Carolina government, and also seeing how your legislators voted for different bills and what they did throughout the process. And we talked about having the right action at the right time. Now we're going to focus more on the right action at the right time with this video, because we're going to talk about how to track legislation in greater detail using the South Carolina government's website and also using a phone app. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we are again, and we're going to do track legislation, which we see here in the blue bar, or track legislation. So let's click this. And you'll see it brings us to a website. Now, I've been working on this, trying to get connected to this thing for 2 weeks. So we're going to try it again. First of all, there's no username or password that I have to sign in, and you won't either. So you want to go down here to create an account, and it will bring up this page. And what it will tell you is that once you get all this part done and submit it, you'll be able to track legislation for 7 days. It will also send you a notification to the email address that you put in here, and once you clarify the email address on your website, then it will allow you to track legislation for up to 1 year using this application. So when you go to choose a user's name, this is what the requirements that must be in the user's name. For an email address, these are all the requirements that must be in an email address. And then for password, these are the requirements that must be in for a password. Then you have to put in the password and then confirm it and then submit. The problem is it doesn't work very well. It's extremely clunky, and I'm not sure that it's working as it should right now. A better system is the one you can put on your phone, whether it's an iPhone or an Android, and you can get that from the App Store or from Google Play, and it's called SC Legislature. It's a free application, and here's what it looks like in the App Store. SC Legislature downloads just like any other phone app, and it's free, and it's been used quite a lot by a lot of people. And this is what it looks like when it's on your phone. You can see it at the bottom row right next to WhatsApp on my phone. Again, it's called SC Legislature. This is what the phone app looks like when you open it up. At the top, you'll see South Carolina Senate, South Carolina House, and then at the bottom of the screen, you'll also see Senate and House. Tapping either of those will take you to a different screen where you actually get into the House. For example, let's just tap House, and it takes us to this screen. So this is a House overview picture. If we had pushed the Senate button, we would have gotten the Senate overview picture. If you look at the top of the photo, you'll see there's an overview button, which is what we're looking at now. There's a members button and a committee button. If we push the committees button, it will give us a listing of all the committees that are existing in the House of Representatives. If we push the membership or members button, it will give us a alphabetical listing of all the members in the House of Representatives plus their picture. Below the picture, you'll see where it says find your legislator. If you click that, it will take you to a screen that asks for your street address, your zip code, and your city. And just like on the other application, when you complete that, it will give you a listing of your state officers, only your state officers in this instance, which would be your state senator and your state representative. As for me, I clicked the members bar at the top of the picture, went down the list and found Shannon Erickson, and I clicked her picture, and this is what I got when I did that. This is Shannon Erickson's page, and every member of the Senate and House has a similar one. What is critical here is this button right here, which says follow this legislator. If you click it, it will turn green, and anytime the legislator votes or gets ready to vote, it will send you an email notification for any of our sponsored legislation, which is quite interesting. If you go down another slot and push viewed sponsored legislation, it shows you all the legislation that she has sponsored throughout that year, and then you can view her voting record as well, and then just scrolling down the page gives you the committee she's on, etc. But the key thing is here is the button that says follow this legislator. So that is how we can follow a legislator using our phone system. Now, to follow a bill, you'll notice at the bottom of every page there's a House icon, a Senate icon, a home icon, a video icon, and a search icon. Clicking the search icon brings you to this page, which says enter a term or bill number to search the bills. So if you have a bill number, you can enter a number like I did here. I entered House Bill 5118. And when I did that and hit search, you'll see that it did find House Bill 5118. And at the top where it says follow H5118, I can click that button and I will receive notifications about the bill as it moves through the process. And so the most important point of this is that we want to follow the bill. We can either follow a bill or we can follow a legislator as a bill moves through the process and contact the legislator via email, or when the bill goes to a committee, we can contact that committee via email because we know how to find the legislator's emails and follow the bill as it moves through the House. And the best place to influence it is with the legislator when they are in committee or before the bill goes to committee. So this is what the notification looks like when it first appears on your iPhone, and notifications stack up one on top of the other, of course. When you spread them out, this is what the notifications look like, and I got 4 of these in about an hour and a half, so be careful how many notifications you sign up for. When you go to the main application, these are the notifications as they appear in your application. When I click the top notification, what happened was this page appeared, and it is a recap of everything in the bill. It shows you the full text. If you click on that, it's fiscal impact, the voting records of whoever's following it. So what are the conclusions after all this? First of all, there are applications and sites that we can use, and we've talked about them here, how to find and follow those legislators who are part of our legislation. We can monitor the legislators, how they vote. We can find and follow legislation as it moves throughout the process. We know how to contact our legislators via email or telephone because the apps show us how to do that. And we can contact committee chairs or members before the committee meets. And additionally, the apps will allow us warning when something is happening to a bill or a legislator that we're following. That's what we learned today, and thank you very much.